everybody. How's it going? Happy May 1st. Anyhow, we got customs all over the place stuff. I'm going to customize. Say no to red interior. Okay. No. Just say no. Because that is funky stuff, right? I don't know. It hurts me to look at it. And if I did go to sleep for a couple hours, thank goodness. But yeah, I was looking for wheels on my other cars last night. I was like, but alas, my daddy's like, you need to go to sleep, girl. Out to sleep you go. Anyways, so we got a couple things, and I probably should not start this early, but that's all right. We're here now. We're just chilling. Check out the bin. Let me put that in the show notes if you want those RLCs, main lines, want some M2s and Lego sets and all sorts of other toys and this and that. Check it out. Premiums, as all the premiums in the Chase Peace Mercedes is in there. Goodness, I had not had enough coffee. I've not had enough coffee quite yet. So today, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we got some cars. I got some interiors I need to paint. I might do that later. Porsches. I want to put some Tampas on that type car. Oh, here we go. The binny. I hate my spell check. Stop spell checking me. This is what I wanted to say. All right. Good morning. Welcome in, everybody. I'm just waking up with y'all. Coffee and Diecast in the morning. Oh, my goodness. I got that treasure hunt. I made it to a super. Very cool. This one is a true treasure hunt, but I did make it into a super duper. All the things. And I did not put them in my store yet. I did not. Or, I might give it as a giveaway later. Let's sell some stuff. And if you do buy something from the store, I will check it throughout the day. I found a way without turning off the live stream. I'm learning a little bit technology. Not my favorite thing, but it's a necessary evil. Yeah, it is. It is true. It's true. But I'm trying to move some cars off my table they're not done. And my nose, I'm sorry for the sniffling. Oh, my allergies are not going away. Upper respiratory infection, not going away. Lots of things don't want to leave me. Being sick is one of them. Oh, so from OZM, got those Lotuses, baby. Look at the wheels. The blue one has the better wheels. I don't like those bottom, but they're staggered wheels. So, something I need to buy. Some staggered wheel riders. It's all my to-do list anyways. And you guys know, I'm going to decard this thing. If you don't know how to decard it, we'll do it together, okay? That's right. With red interior, fuck that. I'm just going to say it how I mean it, okay? That's it. That's all I can do. So welcome in, y'all. Welcome to Zombie Girl's birthday show. Yay! Okay. Sorry to sound super enthusiastic. I just woke up and I haven't had too much coffee. Don't worry, we get a little sparky sparks throughout the day. Holy moly. But let me know what you guys are looking for. I got this. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Coughing all in your ears and stuff. I guess rude, zombie. Come on. We got the Carlot mouse pad. I forgot where Bird got it from. I think Oswaldo. I don't know. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember. There's some JDM cars for you. Toyota trucks, Supra, Nissan. That Nissan can go over here. Nissan. Audi. Not an innie. All right. Subi by the Supra, by the Honda. Oh, there goes my Q-tips. There you go. All right. I have two Chevy trucks. I wanted to put some tampos on it. I did not know which ones exactly I wanted to put on. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do that today as well. Show you guys how to do that. Because I like to show you guys things to my detriment sometimes. So that's what Bird tells me anyways. And if you don't want to learn because it's too time consuming and you don't have the patience for it, I get it. Sometimes, I don't want to put tampons on cars. It's annoying because you need to set up all this water and chemicals and stuff like that. I like to use here, it's right here. And I'm sorry for the sniffling. To apply, to remove. Okay, and have a dedicated brush for each one. As for decals. And I do not. I don't make decals. I made some, but I did not make a lot. I buy them. It's easier for me, and it takes less time for me just to order them because it takes time, especially if you don't have a color laser jet and white toner and all that stuff. If you're trying to put just water slicks on a car that is dark, that needs to have white in the background, they're not going to show up very good. You're not going to be able to see them unless it's a very light car, like a gray car or something of that nature. So, oh my gosh, my nose will not stop running. But yeah, I'm gonna decard that. We're gonna drill it. And don't worry. The card will be intact. It will. It's magic. She's magical. You're like, no, you're weird. Okay, what's up, Bugs Bunny Jr.? What's up, everybody? Hello. So, I did not get a lot of stuff done yesterday. I did not. My body's like, girl, go to sleep. It was not having it. It was not down. It was not down to be like, okay, let's work now. My mind is of two sets, awake or asleep. There's no in between. Because I was going to drill some cars to make like these M2 trucks. If you put wheels in there now, it's not going to be lowered at all. They're just going to sit up high. And this piece right there, that piece right there is plastic. If you guys did not know, I'm here to tell you. Because a lot of people don't know. Some bases, well, I think all bases on M2s are plastic, not on green light bases that are not all metal. That's what I was thinking of. Green light, green light. They changed it up, man. Switch hitters. I was like, fine then. So sometimes you'll need some more heftier tools than others. You will. Oh my goodness. I'm just dropping this and that. Check out the bin while I lose my mind right quick. Oh, okay. I thought it was organized last night. I'm not. Check that pretty car out. Look at that. Ooh. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Wishing you guys a happy Wednesday. Hump day. That's a pretty Hemi-Cuda. Look at that. A zombie paint. Just needs freaking wheels. Wheels right now. Oh, the bane of my existence until I can get the hookup. You know what I'm saying? Get the hookup with some nice wheels, some fancy pants wheels. With a lot of staggered wheels. I like to build lowriders as well. So maybe we'll do that later too. I don't know. I just, by the seat of my pants. But all the cars up here except this one, they are customized. And I have a lot up here that should not be up here because they're not done. Let's see. We got the Gasser, Ferrari, Lambos. Did I show you my little parking lot? Little parking lot off to the side. There's where all the some of the JDM cars. Okay, that's not JDM. That's the Audi, not the Innie. There we go. American. Oh, you should put this one over here. Oh, Euro cars. Look at that one. She's new, man. She's pretty. Oh, so pretty. She's that gloss black. And if you're looking for mainlines and stuff, they are in the bin. Premiums in the bin. Lots of things are in the bin. I need to get more lowriders. Make some lowriders. I do M2s. I do anything I can get my little hands on. Oh, check it out. I found it. This is the car I'm going to make a Simpsons car with. Yeah, the Simpsons car. Because I made my own version. I was like, I need one that looks like it's a boxy one, right? There you go. It's a Matchbox Volvo. What year is this? It's the Volvo 1986 Volvo 240. That's right. So we're gonna do all the things. We're gonna drill some stuff. We're gonna decard some stuff. Well, that one I don't. And maybe the Lotuses. I'll show you how. Yeah, maybe. I gotta drill some stuff. I need to order some wheels and all the things. All right. If you guys have questions, let me know. The RLCs are on the buy it now. So what I do during my shows are customs. Show you off my customs. Oh my gosh, my nose. I'm sorry for the sniffling. My nose will not stop sneezing like a mofo. Sorry. Okay, and I have more. There's more JDM. I got that dark chameleon. Mazda Savannah. The Vulcan RX-7 with that pink sheen on top. That pink top coat. And yes, they glow. Those little legs glow. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate you. Holy moly. I'm on fire. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I did find some. What on earth did I find? Oh my god. F1SI. But look at that interior. It just hurts my heart. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's that Jeep. I think it's a Commander. 1987 Jeep Commando. Commando. I don't know. I can't read this morning. My brain's like, you know what? Why don't you go back to sleep? But my body's like, my brain is like two brains. It won't let me sleep. But I did get to manage a couple hours. I did. Okay. I was trying to finish that one yesterday. Bird came home and I was trying to finish cars. I got a bunch of trucks out here and then I was like, oh no. Because I didn't finish them. You know, like all they needed were wheels, but like I said, I have the right wheels for the right cars. That's a must. That's a gimme. But she's gonna be low, you know, grind down those bottoms like a baby. See, all grinded down. Got that Chevy step side purple. Oh my. Okay. Excuse me. I'm like, usually I'm awake and out and about, and today I don't know, I'm just kind of schlepping it a little bit. That's not a good thing. I need to get some Dayquil because I feel yucky. But what can you do? Let me show you some trucks. I just need frickin' wheels, man. Frickin' wheels. That blacked out GMC. That Chevy. You know, and interior's all done. Just need those gosh darn wheels. Why is it so hard to have wheels all the time? I mean, well, not just any good ones. Because they're expensive. Okay. Let's see. I'm losing it just a little bit. Don't worry, we'll get back on track in just a second. Okay. I'm on fire for real. Oh yeah. Everybody's texting me this morning, and I appreciate you guys for coming in and hanging out. I'll probably be on here all day. We'll see. Well, I know Cooper's not gonna go outside later. He's gonna need to go to the outside to use the bathroom. He's hanging out in Bird's office. Thank you, Victor. Thank you guys for being such sweethearts. Appreciate you. Also, don't forget to follow and all the things. That makes life fun. Well, play with your Diecast. Open it up. I'm going to show you how to open it up without ruining that Diecast, right? Because some of y'all will be like, do you have a protector for my $1.25 car? Shoot. Just make sure, if it's vintage, you know, I get it. Want to keep it in the plastic prison forever? I get it. Look at that Chevy Love. She's so cute. She's pretty. She's almost done. So hopefully by, I don't know, I might do another stream tomorrow. We'll see. I've been trying to do a little bit more streams, a little every day earlier, because I get it. Lots of people, you know, it's like, I can't get to show them sleepy times. You need mimis. I get it. There's that Caprice. All right, that's the Caprice. There's those matchboxes. We're going to drill those. Check out the bin. on my little tiny Post-its. For mainlines and all that good stuff. Mainlines, premiums, RLCs, Lego sets. I put that new Infinity glove in there. I don't know. It was Bird's. He's like, I don't want it anymore. But it's brand new. It's never been opened. It has never been opened. Correct. But oh, here's one of Bird's customs. I mean, he paid the interior. He didn't sign it. He needs to sign his customs. I'm just saying. That's the EK9, Supreme EK9. I don't know. He says it's raw. I'm not exactly sure where. But that's just me. Every artist is different, okay? It's okay. It's totally good. But if he puts in my little hands and stuff, he doesn't paint the interior. I don't know. I sign my work. Like you sign your homework. You sign your artwork, y'all know. You should. Absolutely. Every artist signs their work. Customizing, I don't think wheel swaps count. Because you're just putting screws in it. You're making an axle for it. Unless the axle fits, might make a low rider. Maybe you want to camber the wheels out and all that good stuff. I mean, if that's what you like. I mean, I like my wheels just regular. I like my coffee sugary sweet, darling. By the way, let's just grab that right quick. Okay. Holy majority. What fell? What fell now? Coffee. Diecast. What more can a girl ask for? Besides not sniffling. Oh, jeez. Okay. Maybe we can finish that Dotson while we're on here, right? I was gonna add more tampos to it, but I ended up sealing it anyways, just in case, because that 510 Dotson wagon on some real riders, baby. That's the only Dotson I have at the moment. Don't worry, your pretty little head's off. But yeah, I did find that one is metal on metal. Oh my god, my nose. Please stop. Okay, so if you're wondering why I blindfold my cars, the reason is so we don't scratch those windshields, baby. That is it. No. We don't want to do that. Okay. Thank you so much, Edgar. You guys rock. So check out the bin for Mainlines premiums. Some of my customs, some Bird's customs. I paint all the interiors on all my cars and all those little tiny details, headlights, taillights, and make them glow. Oh, look at that. Sheesh. That's it. the EG. There's a skyline right there. I just need to finish her up and look. Wah, no wheels. Gosh darn it. You're like, God damn it, zombie. Stop showing us all this heat. Minus the wheels. Sorry. I'm just excited. These are things to come. So you come back. Okay. There was some stuff that came to my attention the other day. Some people are having problems with 100% acetone. You will have problems with 100% acetone, lacquer thinners, and all sorts of different chemicals. Let me tell you why. If you're trying to take off tampos and decals off these cars and you're using 100% acetone, you will need 100% acetone. Nothing less will work. I mean, besides dry erase marker. Now, I thought I had one close by. I guess I don't. Using a dry erase marker will take your tampons off. It does take a lot of time. So you must, and a lot of Q-tips. So you must be patient. I'm running out of acetone, but you could just get the cheap acetone, okay? Not sponsored. Also, have a dedicated brush for your acetone to take those cards out. But you can take those tampons off of there. Just make sure, I like to make sure I drill them, have like the plastic away from them because you'll fog it up after you drill them and all the things. But let me move some of these cards and then I'll show you guys how to decard it with acetone. Some acetone, okay? And if you're looking at those Ferraris and the Lambos and the gassers in the back, they are $25, starting bids $25, one of a kind cars, okay? I don't mess around. I play around, but I don't mess around with shipping, and I don't mess around with serious when I need to be serious. When I build my cars or paint like the interiors and stuff like that, I'm super serious because they just look lifeless unless you paint those interiors. I'm not even kidding. Even if you paint them just a wee bit, just a tiny bit. Maybe you want the dash, but all red is just a big no in my book. Right? If you guys know me. You guys know me. No red interiors. Oh my goodness, gives me quite the headache. I don't even know why. I've just never liked it ever in my 45 years of living on this planet. Never ever. Okay, so you're gonna need your acetone cup, a brush. Get some gloves on your hands because you don't want acetone all over your hands, getting it into your skin and stuff. Please. Put some freaking gloves on. And also wear protective eyewear because you do not want this splashing into your eyeballs or any chemicals. Very irritant. Some of you can lose your eyesight. I don't want that to happen to anyone. So please be on the air of caution. Okay, so I got the acetone. I put in a little cup. It's just easier that way. And here we go. We got that card. And just going to go around the back here and around and up this side, okay? Because I'm going to take that red interior out, damn it. So here we go. Got cards out of harm's way, but you can see as it goes through and blots it. I know a lot of customers just don't like me doing this because they're like, you're sharing your secrets. If you're going to learn, you're going to learn. You could learn off YouTube. There's a lot of people that give out free information on how to take these guys out. Because sometimes you don't like red interior either. If you don't. Or, just, maybe you want to paint those seats. They make all those cool-ass pieces and parts that are really expensive that you can make with other stuff. Like, check it out. Bam. Why? Why can't they just put gray interior in it, for heaven's sakes? For heaven of the sakes. Right? Gray interior. Something other than stinky red interior. It just, it hurts me. And if the car's nice and safe and sound, you could use get these at the Dollar Tree, wooden clothing line pin, and just, put it under there. There'd be adhesive on this still. So if you don't put it under there, it will dry. And these little wooden clothesline clips will not damage it. Just put the card somewhere safe so you don't be banging it up. Yikes. My nightmare has come true every time I see it. I don't know. A lot of the type of Integras also, lots of the JDM put red interior on the inside. It doesn't even match. I don't know why. Okay, so blindfold it. Because we're going to drill that bitch, right? That's right. I'm allowed. Hey, I can be a little feisty in the morning. I can be a little feisty pants. They will not stick to the clothespin, no. But let me show you some more. You know, I do this a lot. It's easy, you know. You just have to have patience, and you know, have a dedicated brush for that. Have a dedicated brush for all of your different movers. Lacquer thinner, you know, acetone. Do not use lacquer thinner on those cards. Don't do it. Because it's way stronger than the acetone in some cases. But in the case of decarding them, don't use it. It might discolor the card and stuff like that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, where's my handy dandy drill-a-loni? So we got 1/16 drill bit. All right. And I'm going to use it. A 9/64. God, why can't they use the metric system? Let me change my battery out right quick. I totally forgot. Well, when your dog's barking at you and all the things, sometimes you forget. When your animals want attention, give it to them. Because they might have to go pee-pee or something. You never know. Okay, plug this in. Just in case, sometimes I drill so many cars in one day. So many cars that it kills my battery. I mean, I don't have anything fancy. I just have a regular, you know, Black & Decker hand drill. Okay, but these are the drill bits. Lubricate them. Also, I use 1/8 drill bit. I've never had a problem, but you know, mine, I need to go to the store and get some. The bigger ones, anyways. But anyways, you want to start by taking off just the rivet. Just a rivet. So I'm gonna go behind the screen so you guys just those things right there. And just know some are plastic and some are not. These two are not plastic. Just take the rivet off first. Because if you just drill, there's that post in there, could be off kilter, and then you might drill down the side of the post, and then what are you gonna do? You're gonna fuck up. You can't put a screw in that. You cannot. So 90-degree angle, you want to put your. I'm not gonna do it on my desk because I'll get it a mess. So just a little bit of drilling. Just I know some of y'all screaming at your phones. Do not scream at your phones. I drill them. You can use a soldering iron because it has a plastic base. Just don't burn yourselves. We'll do that Caprice as well, and the Volvo. So, you know, you can use different lubricants. I use a little bit of candle wax and some 3-in-1, just sewing, like it's you know, all-purpose oils. I use them on my sewing machines and stuff like that. So this is the Caprice. Those rivets are a little bit thicker. Huh. Interesting. But the older cars, the older blue cards, sometimes those rivets they're not riveted. It's like a metal ball, you know, so you're going to have to use different tools for that. You can use the grinding tool on a Dremel, the rounded drill bit, the spherical one. Make sure it's for metal. I mean, I have all sorts of tools or you could just cut, if you're not doing the interior, you could just cut the wheels off. You can grind the bottoms, and there you go. But I have to drill. I have to paint those interiors. There's no compromising about it. But I start by drilling all my cars first with that 1/16 drill bit. So, and then I go back and I do the bigger one. Okay. And I still have not found my pry bar. Like, where the heck is it, man? Did Bird use it? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to switch it up. We'll take the smaller one out, set that to the side. Always have a hand drill. Listen. Sometimes Bird gives me cars and I look at them and I was like, why is not a screw in there? Because sometimes you might put in a screw in there and it's torqued too much or the end popped off. But the stem of that drill bit, or that, not the drill bit, the screw is in there. It happens. It happens. Just sometimes you can fix it, sometimes you cannot. It depends on how far in there it is. And if you have the knowledge and the tools to do it, hey, take it out. Because usually it's, because metal on metal likes to bind. It does. So that's rivet number 1, taken out of that SI. And as you heard, it's not just, right? Just pulse. Number 2, out. Hang on. Let me drill these cars real quick so you guys can see. This one needs a little more. All right. Hot Wheels Matchbox, same thing. I don't mind. I'll customize anything to get my little hands on. I don't care. I don't customize the cars that people customize for me. That's ridiculous. Don't do that. It's rude. Don't do it. Just get another casting. I'm sure somebody will have it. And then the Volvo, that's going to be the Simpsons car, right? That Volvo. I don't know if it was a Volvo. I don't know what kind of car it was, but I made that Simpsons pink paint from my airbrush. But it has to go in the chemicals and all that other jazz. And I was going to do chemicals today. Scrub it, but since it's about to do it, I do whatever I want. There's no timer. Or just, I don't have any concrete plans. But, don't have plans. Don't have concrete plans on your birthday. Because if it's your birthday, you do whatever you want, whenever you want. Because today's your day. Hey, right? So that's what it looks like. But there's a plastic base. Rivets are out. Let's see. Okay. Some want to come off better than others. Come on now. Stop embarrassing me, car. Let's see. Did I get... There's a tiny bit. Do not use if you're using your snips for... Don't use your snips for cutting axles, okay? Unless it can handle it. Here we go. We're shucking them like clams. There's the base of that Caprice. You're probably like, there. Look at it. Look at it. That's an atrocity. It's an abomination. But there's the wheels of that Honda Civic Si. And, I thought that would be... I thought, the gold cars are usually super treasure hunts. You know what? I like to make them super. I'll just make it super. I'll make it super all by myself, okay? What's in there? See, okay. So you got those have those little axle pins in there. I mean, you can melt them a little bit and pop them out. Let's see. You know, do not burn yourself, please. Don't do it. You burn them a little bit, just pop right out. Some easier than others. Or, I mean, I just do this because I'm going to fill that void anyways. If I'm going to make it into a lowrider and stuff, I'm just going to snip it out. See how fast that was? Ultra fast. That's like the fastest you'll do customs at. Like, just taking those out of there. It's like, that's it. That's the only fast way. Because everything else, like the paint and all that stuff, it takes time. I like to show people behind the scenes things, but look at those nubbins. Ooh, no. Because that Simpsons car she was kind of low. She wasn't high up in the sky. She was low. But that's the body I'm going to use for it. But look, that's what the interior looks like on that Volvo. Boring. So I'm going to throw these interiors. Where is he? Look, the cop car, the Caprice. And yeah, you can like I said, I like all the details. Headlights, no taillights. And I'm going to take all those tampos off. We might just make it into a convertible. You never know. I might fill it in with put a PLA plastic on it in there, and then fill the gaps up with some resin putty, or you could just use Bondo. You could just use a good old Bondo. And then drop, or if you want to just the whole color change of paint, just make sure you take that windshields out, because if you don't, you're going to mess up those windshields, and you don't want those in the chemicals. They will absolutely destroy them. Make windshields, then I don't know. If you have a spare one, hey, there you go. And but then you can junk it. You could just use the other cars as a junker. If you have a small diorama, like a garage, or maybe you have a parking lot with some janky cars in it, there you go. Okay, grind down those nubbins, y'all. Grind down those stinky nubbins. Even on that Honda. So those I'm going to just put into a plastic cup for now. So I have them, so I could just throw them into some soapy water and then don't lose them, all right? And then, since I'm not throwing these into chemicals right now, the bodies anyways, I'm just going to put them, I put the tape back on there, and I've just put them back in the cart like that. So you don't scratch them. I mean, if you're not ready to throw those into chemicals, and then put them on the bases of the cars. I mean, after you grind those bases off. So, since I'm not ready to throw these in chemicals just yet, I'm going to put them back in the cars. Or, you could just, it's easier to do this. Unless you have like 50 of them, then I would keep all the parts together. Well, depending. If you have all 50 cars and you're going to paint all 50 interiors, do you rattle, or I use an airbrush and a paintbrush. Paintbrushes, micro paintbrushes, airbrush. I just have a master airbrush compressor and some master airbrushes and some other ones and stuff like that. I would like to get a bigger one. A bigger airbrush. I use the gravity fed airbrushes because I find they're easier to clean, and they're just easier. Somehow that little teeny cup on the top, but I airbrush my cars. Airbrush them with all sorts of things. And sometimes I might hydro dip them. You can hydro dip them. You just have to prep them like everything else. Like if you're wrapping cars, painting cars, all of it needs same preparations, the same anal retentive preparations to do all those things, or else your hydro dip won't stick. That's correct. This is the kind of, there's some neon paint that I made. I use different paints. So the other day I showed you this black, super black acrylic paint. This is just the acrylic paint, all right? This is not die-cast paint. You have to make it into die-cast paint to make it stick. I'll use the lacquers. I'll make my own paints. House of Colors car pigments, at clear. I'll use car paint, whatever I get my hands on that I know will stick to the car. But this is just acrylic. Now, saying that, if you want it to stick to your cars, you will need a carrier, okay? A carrier medium, and also natural color cars and stuff like that. I have to make sure it's shiny. It has to be shiny. Metal and, like that coupe clip, shiny. So if you want a reference to that, use a coupe clip. I use these coupe clips for a lot of things. If I'm trying out different paints and stuff before I want to put them into my airbrush to make sure they don't coagulate in there and fuck up your airbrush. So you have to take it apart immediately. But there's that blacked out paint. But I did add an additive to it and a reducer. But that is just, I just want to make sure it's on there. That shit's on there. It's not covered until I'll get some lacquer thinner, take it off, but I use these coupe clips. It's a great way to test out the paint before you put it in your airbrush. So you can take it off with lacquer thinner, or air. You can use that, or you can just use car paint remover. So if you're using car paint in your airbrushes, please use car paint remover. That's the only, or else you'll fuck up your airbrush, because it's, not just any stuff will do, because that stuff is mega thick, but you also need to thin it out. So you'll have to get if you're using automotive paint, you're going to need automotive thinner, pressure, and you fuck around and find out in a good way. Sometimes you're going to lose, okay? Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose and sometimes you win, and sometimes you get results like that. Very nice. Like that, and you could do a whole litany of things. All of these are airbrushed, okay? There is that Ferrari. All those Lambos airbrush. All those ones are airbrushed. I airbrush all of them. Even if I don't strip it, I'll still put a clear coat on it. There's a couple types of clears I like to use, and sometimes you'll have to sand you have to wet sand it just a teeny tiny bit. Do not sand off those tampos. I mean, you can if that's what you're looking for, but sometimes you just need a little teeny bit of wet sand. I'm talking about 2,500 to 3,000 grit wet sandpaper. It's a little foamy one, and it usually comes with like a rectangular brick. If it gets you where you want to go, listen. Okay, I've been airbrushing and I've been an artist my whole life. Airbrush is next level kind of stuff, because you have to get the setup, you have to get the materials. You have to have good tools to clean out your airbrushes. And I would absolutely 1,000% do my research. It doesn't matter yes, it doesn't matter the compressor. You want a good compressor. I just use a Master Air. It's affordable. But when you start thinking about paints and thinners and you go down that rabbit hole, and yes, you can go down that rabbit hole, because there's so many different things that are not made for die-cast. They're just made for plastic. That don't mean you can't make it for die-cast. You just have to find a way. And I have found a way. As you can see, 100% acrylic paint. So that's not just going to stick, but I found a way to make it stick. Like this is, this is my tester. I found a way to make it stick. So I like to use Createx UV-LS. You can use it as a top coat, or you can use but there's a top coat and then you have a sealer. Okay, sealer is not the same as a top coat, but you can, I think, yeah, you can use a sealer as a base coat. Sealer is not a top coat. So this is a top coat, but you also can use this as a carrier. It's expensive. This is $20. $20. That paint, $22. So to make one color, and the cups and all those, I like graduated cylinders and little cups like that, just it adds up. That's why my cars are so expensive, because drilling them, painting them, taking the time, waiting for them to dry, all the tools, and when you're done painting them, you want to make sure they're covered so they don't get any dust particulates on it. You don't have no overspray for, your system is not taking the air out. Make sure you have a face mask, eye protection, all those things. It means a whole world. But, absolutely have a place where you can airbrush and don't airbrush on or flies away onto your cars. And you could also use enamels, lacquers, car paint. Just make sure you, like I said, I use a 0.5 needle for my car paint, but I also thin the shit out of it, because if you don't, it will, get thick, and that's not any good, because it's not going to go through your guns. I always, like I said, test it before you put it in there. And sometimes if you shake the paint, you can shock it. Like I said, like some paints and some thinners and binders and stuff like that are not. So they make Createx makes a 4012 and a 4011 reducer. I don't use the 4012 because, especially, it works with all of them, but it does not play nice with their candies and spectral paints. It coagulates in your airbrush. So, you can mix it, but you cannot shake it. If you shake it, forget about it. Trash it, because it's going to coagulate, and you're going to be like, you're going to see it. It's going to look like little curdles of paint in your guns. Take your gun out of there, take it apart, put it on a paper towel and stuff, because in your guns you have like the needle protector, you have all sorts of pieces and parts. You're going to have to take all that, and they have this little tiny bitty screwdriver to take that little cone off in the front where the needle sits. You will 1000% have to take the whole thing apart. And they have these great little tools. They're in my booth. My booth is in my upstairs bathroom. Because it's too cold in my basement, y'all. You got to make sure you have a warm place. Because paint is just like vinyl. It's like Goldilocks. It has to be just right. Just right. But this is also, I use this stuff to restore windshields and stuff like that. And it's expensive, but look how thick this is. Okay. That's not going to go through your airbrush. Your airbrush is going to be so mad at you. It's going to be like, no. But absolutely, I think you need to do your research, find out which one works best for you. Like I said, I use the gravity-fed one. I like 5 or 6 guns, something like that. I would like to get some higher-end guns with the bigger cups. But, I'm not building RC cars and stuff. Like cars are 1/64 scale or a little bit bigger. You can make bigger cars. You can definitely use it, for bigger cars, like 1/12 scale. But like I said, I would like to get a bigger gun with a bigger container on top to use my paints. But also, I make like a bottle of paint. That's it. When it's gone, it's gone. And I have my recipes I write some of my recipes down, and sometimes I'm just experimenting with different things, and sometimes it works, and like I said, sometimes it does not. So, I mean, you can do a lot of cool effects with it. Definitely. Look at that. See, like that kind of effect. That's cool. Here's some zombie paint. There it looks like it's not going to glow, but look, that paint glows. It glows, and I did paint those. Seat belts. But anyways, there's some tips and tricks and a little bit of knowledge on how to, take your cars apart, especially that stinky red interior. Ooh, I don't like it. But I like to paint those little details, There's that C10, how it's all like just shiny. Paint those seats, paint the dash, paint the steering wheel, paint all the things. That one is not done. It does not have wheels. Freaking wheels. I'm so sorry. But I do sell main lines and stuff in the Buy It Now premiums. Hey, I take wheels off my own personal cars because I have a 5-gallon bucket full of plastic wheels. A 5-gallon bucket full of plastic wheels, and Hot Wheels don't do change outsies. Bastards. But if you want plastic wheels and you make a purchase, I will send you some. Because I got a lot. They just keep I have like a cup of wheels, like cup of noodles, but cup of plastic wheels. And it gets full pretty quickly. I mean, that's just from, I did dump this out earlier this week because, my bucket, I don't want to keep it out here. So it's in my paint booth, my spray area. Make sure you have a lot of ventilation because you need it. Do not inhale all those little particulates. Use an N95 half mask. But and ventilation can get pricey. There's different ways to find a way that works for you because those little ventilation booths are pricey and they still need to hook up to the outside vent to get it outside. You have to hook up it to the outside. But sometimes you can find a cheaper one, but the end of it that they want you to put in your window is too big. So they're going to have to find a way. And there are many ways, if you have that imaginative mind, you can make it work. Because I'm not trying to spend $200 on something I could buy for $89 so I can use my upstairs as a spray booth. Just make sure you use all sorts of ventilation. It's importante. But this stuff works good. And the carrier I use, so, I'll pour that in about maybe 5 mils or something like that. Just a little bit. Like, get some of these. So a 1-to-1 ratio, and then you're going to have to play with your reducer. Okay. So when you reduce it, you want to reduce it so it looks like, so if you have like a plate, if you mark it on the plate, so you dip it into the paint, you mark it on and just put a dot on it, it just streams down. That's how thick you want it, like milk. The texture of milk. So that thin or thinner, depending on what paint you're using. Spectral paint, thin. Thin. Just know it's not going to be one and done. So you're going to have to go over it a few times. Now, saying that, also, you're like, too many rules, zombie. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking rules. And that's why my car's expensive, because I abide by those rules. But I mean, I sell my cars. I should sell them for more, but you know what? Not everybody can afford all these things. And if I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. I don't have all the Skylines in the world. I don't have all the Ferraris, Hondas. I just have what I have, and that's it. I don't make any two cars the same, but I do paint all the red interiors. I don't care about it. All the little details. But like Breaking Bad, but surely it, right? I mean, I do, yeah, and I wear a butcher's apron also. Yeah, I look like a mad scientist right now. But if you're using this stuff, you absolutely want to wear all black and have your butcher apron on because you do not want this around your carpet. You want to make sure you have it in its place where it's not going to get all over everything because that stuff's not going to come out no carpet. It's not going to come out your clothes. It's not. It's not. It is not. So I'm gonna do. I want to find what car should I do in all black like that. I want to do a blacked out Lambo, a wide body Lambo, maybe a Huracan. I think I have one from the Fast and Furious, at the gold Huracan. I think I might do that one. All, but all this black. But like I said, this is just a test. But this is just, I just dipped a Q-tip on there and spread it on there thin. That is just one coat. So 2 or 3 more coats, and you want to make sure it's dry. It's dry. So and you can see it drying. So I usually put it into a dehydrator. Not with that kind of base though. This is my outside tester base, and I just cover it with a cup, so no air particulates and stuff settle on it. But like I said, I tested it. The carrier does work with that reducer. It plays nice, even if you shake it all about. It's not going to shock the paint. So I already done that work for you. So now you know. And chemistry was not my strong suit in college. Anatomy, physiology, microbiology. Actually, I had my bachelorette in microbiology. Can you believe that? This is what I do with my life. My mother would kill me. Well, she wouldn't kill me. She'd be I'm so disappointed in you, but it's all right. My mom's Mr. Syrup. We have Mr. Syrups in our lives. It's just trying to tell us how bad we are. But just know you're not. Just know sometimes they're the asshole. Because you're like, am I the asshole? You're like, no. Tell people, because sometimes you don't know. You're like, am I being an asshole right now? Think about it, and then just like call your friends, like, am I a jerk? And usually you're not. They are. Because if you grow up in a Roman Catholic household with first generation immigrant parents, and they do care about your education, and that's all. I mean, of course they love you, but I grew up in the household where we didn't have to say I love you all the time. So it's weird when I see people say I love you all the time. I was like, no, I don't. I mean, I tell my sisters and my brothers that, but one of my other sisters is Mr. Syrup. Complains to complain, and listen, they just bought a house, okay? As like I still rent, we still rent, but housing is expensive. From 2008 to now, listen, I was looking up some stuff just because of my curious mind. So back in 2008, you could buy a decent car, used car for like 2, 3, 4 grand tops, for a nice, decent used car. And a new car for like 16 grand. So in 2006, I bought my Honda Element. It was like 12, 15, 12, 13 grand, like brand new, brand spanking new. I still have it. And now look at how much the cars are. They're like twice as much. Fuck. If not more. You look at those Silverados and stuff, $170,000. That's like the cost of a house. I mean, housing is expensive too. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm filing it. Instead of using my Dremel to blow out your ear your head. You could use this on metal. You can use it. It's my big ass katana file, or you can use it on plastic. Usually I use my Dremel, but since I don't, it's really loud, so I don't want to blow your eardrums out. So I'm just grinding down those bases. If you want to make them low, you got to grind down those bases, baby. Just use that good old fashioned elbow grease. And then later on, when you're building your car, if you want to make her into a lowrider, you're not going to use the original place where the axles sit. You're going to have to fill it up and figure it out. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you everything. I will help you if you have questions, And I'm not going to hold your hand. That's for you to do. That's like the fun part of like building customs. And listen, do not just go grinding stuff and chopping up stuff with saws and jewelry saws and drill bits and stuff like that, because you might fuck it up. So just practice on things you don't care about or you have two of and don't mind messing up one, because you will mess up. I didn't start all, professional, I've been building stuff ever since I was a young child. So, and building those big models from like the boxes, saved up my monies. That was my hobby, building things, tinkering on things. And now I tinker and build mini cars. I would like to have one of those mini RC cars. They're like super tiny, smaller than a Hot Wheels, with a little camera on it. I wanted one for Christmas, but then they have a couple ones. I can't remember the names of it. I had to look that up. I think I wrote it down somewhere. But they're cool. They have a little POV camera on top. How fun would that be? Because some of y'all like that. Maybe you have a bunch of cars on your desk. You want to have a car show, and you have little people and all the things, or diorama. You just want to. Wouldn't that be cool? Just having your little RC car just driving around, checking out the cars. How fun would that be? Different perspective. That's why I have so much fun building miniature worlds. It's just very interesting. And like I said before, I was going to open a miniature museum here in Utah. It's been a dream of mine not to open up a museum, like a miniature museum. That'd be fun. With all the things, do some teaching things on how to make some stuff, things you can find around your house, like AKA tracks. Because plastic tracks get expensive. And listen, if you're trying to put your Liberty Walk from your Mountain Drifter set down tracks, she's too wide, baby. She's too wide, or she's too heavy. Oh no, she's too wide. Like, there's a lot of cars just a bit too wide. And, those cars are not meant to go down tracks. Let's face it. They're not. They are not. But check it out. I got my Tomica car came. And I'm going to paint it black, but it has red seat, but not all red. Okay? Not all red. Right-hand steering. This is from Japan, and look at that. Look at those little tiny baby plastic wheels. They are atrocious. I'm going to take those off. But not today. Maybe tomorrow. I have other things to do today. We have other things to do. Diecast Chris. That's my best friend's name. Chris, spelled the same way. What's up, Plum? Okay. So I was just doing some show and tell and some tutorial things on how to drill your cars open. Fuck that red interior. Ugh. Just one color interior is boring. Listen. Let me tell you. Sometimes there's cool stuff in the back you didn't even know was back there, okay? Unless you open it and paint it. Right? Look, there, see that? It's an RC car. Right beside it is a little remote control. You guys would never know it's back there unless you have some serious X-ray vision, which I don't think anybody does, unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Also, in the back of there, you see little tools and all sorts of things. Light blue interior, those little tiny tools, headlights, taillights, done. And I'm gonna make her to a load rider. I need to find some flipping whales. But if you're wondering, Zombie, how are you gonna fill in that little gap right there? Right? First, you want to grind that stuff out. Or you could just use oh my goodness, paper clips. You can use the plastic sheathing in there, or you can use PLA plastic. There's a whole litany of things to put in there. Actually, you can use some different rods, like metal rods. I use K&S precision metals, or plastic rods. That whatever works for you. Because if you want to make it lowrider, you have to move the geometry of that up. And you want to also make sure your car has the clearance for the wheels to tuck up into the car. So as you can see, that the base is where the axles are a little bit. Wait, let me show you a better example. You see how thin that is right there? Look how thick. The axle, that little tiny piece. Oh, here. This piece right there. Too big. You're going to have to find a way to make it small axle. And these are truck wheels. Those are truck wheels, so you're not going to put that on your JDM car unless you want to. If you're going to build some suspension, you absolutely can make it with paper clips, right? I don't have a 3D printer. I just do it old school. Because I use what I got, and that's how that's my mantra. Use what you got until you can get what you can get. And when I do get a 3D printer, it's a learning curve. You're gonna have to learn how to use it, just like airbrush. You're gonna have to learn how to use your airbrush, because it's gonna take a while before you perfect your technique, or you're gonna have some troubleshooting things. Like, I get a lot of this question. Zombie, got my airbrush and it was working fine yesterday. Now it's not working at all. It's just spraying air and not paint. Well, you probably have not cleaned it good enough. All right. Usually you didn't take off that, the needle protector. You got to clean out lots of stuff. Forms in there. Get a Q-tip, get your cleaner, and clean that front tip out. And then you're going to have to unscrew it and make sure you have a little tiny cup for that little cone that you use your little tiny. It comes with like a little. I thought I had one close by. It has like this little wrench. And this is something you absolutely cannot lose it. Don't lose it. Or you're going to be in a whole world of hurt, because you won't be able to use your airbrush at all. And they don't, at my Hobby Lobby, they don't have these extra parts. So usually it will come with something like this. And there's something, so the needle goes through this little cone, and it goes through to your needle protector. So that could be gunked up. And also, when it shoots out, that in between. So they have let me show you. Let me school you guys a little bit. Some people are like, who does your customs? I do my fucking customs. That's what I call zombie custom. Okay, where'd my tools go? Here's some of them. These are my favorite tools to clean out my airbrush gun. You guys are getting fast pace. So these are like $5-10, but These are lifesavers. So when you take the little piece off with your little screwdriver, don't lose that little tiny cone piece where the needle goes through, because you will not be able to use your airbrush until you buy another piece. And if you buy another piece, then usually it's just as much as the gun if you're using a cheaper gun. But hey, it's all right. Just use Teflon tape. You will need to Teflon tape your brushes, your airbrush to the cord, and to your compressor. You don't want any air leakage. You want to use you want to make sure everything's on the up and up. But these are lifesaver, right? They look like those toothpicks. So when you take that little piece out where the needle goes through, and also just stick the thing that goes through the needle. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. Have it in a little cup and have it in, some solvent of your choice. I use lacquer thinner, and then I go in there and I try to clean it, and it's super teeny weeny. But try to clean it as best you can. But this set comes with these pieces. All right. So, and make sure you take a picture of your gun, because the trigger, sometimes you might put it back together and the trigger doesn't press down. Okay. Doesn't press down. When you press it down, you get air. And sometimes you guys put in that trigger the wrong way. Then you have to take it out, unscrew the back, take it out, take out the needle, because the needle goes through that trigger, and turn it around and then put it back in. Then put your needle back in and then screw it back in there, and then put the back on. You had troubleshooting tips 101 with Zombiegirlminis, right? Shoot. Where's like, you should have a class. I'm like, no. So, and you can get those tools and stuff like that. Those are the go-to tools I use all the time. Every time I use my airbrush guns, that's the tools I use. So I keep it right beside my airbrush booth. I put it on top of my little dehydrator. It's not a stackable one, but if you use a dehydrator, because the colder it is, it's going to be longer times to cure the paint of your cars, but you don't want it too hot. You don't want it too cold. The sweet spot for my car and the temperature and humidity I live in, which I live in the desert, so not too much humidity. But you don't want humidity anyways. So they have thinners for hot weather and humidity type states. Now, also take that into account, because if you have paint and you painted it and you're trying to put that last coat of paint on and it spiders out, that could be one of the variables. Humidity, right? Just saying. Listen, I don't have humidity there, but sometimes I put on that last top paint. I degrease the gloves, nothing changed, but sometimes it just happens. Freak accident. I don't know what happened. It happens though. So don't get mad. Just throw it back in the chemicals. It's gonna be all right, and do all the things all over again. If that's happened to me with freaking tampos, okay, after I put all the tampos on the car, oh my God. That was like the worst time ever. Well, not the worst day. There's other things that can ruin your day. Don't let that ruin your day. Maybe a little bit salty about it, you're allowed, because that's a lot of work to get all these tampos, all the tampos all over it, taillights, and it is a learning curve. And the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. But sometimes you don't have the money for the tampos, or you don't know where to get them, or this or that, and just take a picture, Google it, Google image the picture of the front of the car to see what kind of lights, and I hand paint them using little tiny brushes, ergonomic mini brushes. All right, because there's not a lot of room for error on these cars. And then I clean them with different types of cleaners. If I'm using lacquer thinner, of course, you can use acetone as well. Just make sure it doesn't mess up your brushes, especially if you're doing some super high scale stuff like on canvas. Do not have separate brushes for that. And I do paint on canvas, but for now my little canvases are my cars, so but these are nice ergonomic ones, and I always need more paintbrushes. Benzos games. But yeah, I'm sorry for chit-chatting about all that. I hope you got some good knowledge and maybe a couple of your questions got answered. And sorry if I missed your question because I was talking and looking down at what I was doing. But yeah, there's it's a big learning curve to build customs, and even camber it. So if you do camber your car wheels, just know it's not always going to work unless you cut bases. And because sometimes like this is too small, and then the wheel wells of the car, you're not going to have those angled, the wheels angled out like that. They're going to be too wide and they're not going to go anywhere. So you're just going to have to figure it out. You might need, thinner wheels, or you're just going to have to be cutting, part of the bodies off before you just don't do that out the gate. Okay. Just don't. Because a lot of things can go wrong, right? A lot of things can go wrong. Because right here, it's like you just don't want to cut it out because it's gonna be all floppy if you don't know what you're doing. Because those are there for a reason, right? I use different plastics and stuff like that to make sure everything's on the up and up. Because you're gonna want to move those axle pieces where you have the axle was sitting there. You want to have it up a little more, so you're gonna have to fill that piece out, right? And you can definitely use M2 wheels on these Hot Wheels or Matchbox, whatever. You just have to bore out this part right here because M2 axles are fat. They're thick, baby. Okay. Look, here's some M2 wheels right here. And as you saw earlier, I did not see, too thick. So it's not going to roll very good at all. So I just take my 1/16 drill bit and I just grind the thing out. Or I take my Dremel saw, like little saw, or you can use a file, all right? Like if you don't have those things, just go to the dollar store. They have a bunch of nice little files in the automotive section for $1.25 and just file it out. So I'm just saying, there's a whole bunch of things you can do, and these are a little bit thinner than some of your real riders from like these ones, right? But you see how much thinner that axle is compared to that one. All right, I'm giving you guys the customizing 101. But yeah, so, and you're going to want to make sure you have enough stuff. So, just before you start drilling into things, just make sure you have a plan. Look at it, take your car, put it on top and see, just, or just take the wheel off of there and see if it's going to look good in the first place. Because sometimes it's going to look too tiny. Maybe it might look too tiny. And maybe just, but that's way thinner than, or maybe not. No, these ones are about the same size. So there's an M2 wheel right there. A lot thinner. So these will, if you want to camber those wheels out, you can use M2 wheels. I mean, those are not my favorite wheels to put on a JDM car. I mean, unless it's a race car. But anyways, I'm just saying there's different ways you can do it. not. And I said, I'm an artist. Not every artist is the same. Not every artist is going to do what I do. You're going to do something different, probably, and you might. I like to learn from different people, so it's a great thing when you can share your knowledge with everybody else and be nice to each other. Damn it, damn it. Be nice to each other. People can be very rude and be like, I'm not tell you anything. I'm like, fine then, shoot. I didn't want to know anyways. But yeah, there's no reason why we can't be nice to each other unless somebody's just being an asshole out the jump. Hey, but sometimes you're gonna have to just dig a little bit because sometimes you might catch a person on a bad day. And usually I'm my father's daughter, so I have my father's traits. He's a very hot-headed man. He's old. He's allowed. But like if he don't like you, he'll never like you. Okay? And there's nothing you could do to get back in his good graces. But there's the interior of that EK9. It used to be stinky red. It's blacked out now, but I'm going to add more details to it. So that's that Miss Musu black paint. It is from Japan. Alright. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm so sorry. I am not Japanese. I am Filipino and Spaniard. But yeah, that red interior looks way different, blacked out, okay? But yeah, and then I'm going to paint more details on it, like the gauges, the dash, back, seat belts, all those things. So, or you can put seat belts in there using like little strips of paper. And you could just glue them on there. Paint those pieces of paper first and then glue them on there. So you can make cheap seat belts without having to buy these little tiny BDS. I was like, what's the whole hype about all these little manufactured parts? And listen, you only get like five exhaust pipes for like $10 plus shipping. I was like, it's not worth. I was like, I know how to make that out of paper clips and freaking other stuff. Like, it's ridiculous. So don't waste your good hard-earned money on things that you can make yourself. I'm just saying. I know they might look cool. You can make them look just as cool. Just as cool for, using things that you already have. I don't know. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you guys. He's at work. So I'm just, I thought I'd have a live stream just talking about cars, about my customs, You guys know I took that red interior out of that SI. It's so awful, man, so awful. And I'm going to put a clear on that too because it has the headlights, taillights, and stuff. But she's going to need some more life to her, no doubt. Yeah, I don't have any plans. I don't like to have hard plans because, it's only hump day. I don't know. Usually, I don't even remember what I did last year. I don't think I did anything. I don't really celebrate a lot. I might have an adult beverage. I don't ask for much. I just like Diecast and, coffee, chocolates. I love me some Diecast, right? All sorts of Diecast everywhere. I have Diecast everywhere. This is just a little bit of it, and some Funko Pops. There's cute ones. I have Spider-Man, and I buy it now. I did sell Chewbacca, and those two were bobbleheads. These ones are not a bobblehead. But there's the Deadpool scooter I stripped. Original stripped. I just don't know what color. I want to paint that one yet. But usually, I don't know. And no, I don't have cake. I would like some. Or cupcakes or something. I'll have to make my own. because Cooper can't cook. He's a dog. He'll get dog hair in it. It'll be gross. That yellow EK9 had red interior. How dare you? Lots of these Hondas have red interior. I don't get it. I hate red interior. I mean, red's very strong. Okay. I very much dislike red interior. You can have red accents like red seatbelts and what have you. I'm very passionate about this subject of red interior. Just no. Or just one type of interior. Just no. No. Stop it. You can paint them all, like, you just add a little bit of depth, even if you just paint the steering wheel, for heaven's sakes. There's a hot pink EK9. I do have to put a couple more coats of clear on it, because as you can see, even though it has tampos on it, you can see where I cut them out. That's another thing about flipping tampos. You can see where they cut them out unless you put some coats on there and stuff like that. Listen, it's starting to warm up now. I do have some spray cans of K2 2K clear. That is automotive clear coat. It is toxic. It is stinky. I just get a rattle can and I'll do like 25, 30, 40 cars in one day when they're all done, if I need to. And that is some heavy duty toxic stuff. Okay. I don't want to keep that in my house. And when you do activate it, I'm not going to tell you guys how to use it. You're going to have to, I'm not the authority on that. It is dangerous. I'll tell you that. Go outside. Go outside and use it. Make sure your cars are clean and on the things. And you don't want to be breathing that stuff in. And even though you're outside, wear a flipping mask. Because, when you use that K2 stuff, you will not be able to see where I cut out. You won't be able to see where the cuts are. It is a thing. It is a thing. So laser versus inkjet waterslide decals. Let me tell you, the laser jet color ones are thinner, but you still have to coat. You still have to put a coat or two of clear coat on there, and usually it's like an acrylic urethane or it's car paint clear. But just like I said, if you do use that K2 or 2K or whatever, I have a little bit of dyslexia. When I'm using those rattle cans, because I don't want that stuff in my house, it's very, very potent. Like, I would, if I had the money, I would buy a chemical bin so those seals shut, so it keeps all those vapors and stuff from lingering around and stuff like that. There's no leakage, but they're flipping expensive, so I don't buy the two parts. I just buy the rattle cans. They're like $25 for one can, and it does come with the activator, and it only works for like 23 hours. If it's warmer, maybe less. So I just do everything in one shot. I'll have everything ready to go, and I spray outside. But make sure it's nice weather and it's not like windy and stuff. So, but definitely don't spray it inside your house because that stuff causes cancer. And listen, 5 years in recommission, all right? Like in commission or without cancer, okay? So, and I did find out on my birthday, which is today. This is my cancer car, right? I did have breast cancer, and it is a monster. But I was tired of doing baby pink. I was like, I want neon pink, damn it. I'm 45. But there's different types of clear coats you could do. I mean, you don't have to use K2, 2K. That's just super expensive. You can use other things. Like I said, you can use that UV-LS gloss, right? You can use that. And it depends on, and they have gloss, they have ultra high gloss, they have matte and semi-gloss. but you do have to make sure you thin that shit out. And just know, just be patient. Just, clear coat, let it dry, clear coat, let it dry, clear coat, let it dry until you get your desired result. But also, this is another thing. So paints, like car paints and like that, have levelers in it. That don't, okay? The reducer does not. This does not have a balancer. So sometimes you're going to have to use a balancer on top of that. Just, there's another wrench to throw into your litany of questions if you have questions about that. And I forgot the number. It's in the other room. But yeah, usually you can get away with using this UV-LS clear. Just make sure it's thinned out in your airbrush, or you can use rattle cans. Just make sure if you have paint, if you're using paint, you want to use their clear coats and stuff. Just make sure you keep it far, you spray paint it far. Never and you will get the muscle memory down. You want to make sure, just with rattle cans and stuff like that. And if you're trying to do candies, it's not all in one shot. You're going to have to go over it maybe, 4, maybe 5, 6 passes, depending on your desired result. This one was like 4 passes. But it had to dry in between each and every pass. But, it dried like 30 minutes. I threw it into my dehydrator and it was good to go for the next round. Just some other paints do not work, do not operate that way. But you're gonna hit some snags. But you know what? The beauty of it is when you learn, okay, I can do it this way, and it works, and it sticks. That's the beauty part. That's like high fives. Everybody high fives. Anyways, so that's a little spiel I have for painting cars, candy cars, all sorts of different things, paintbrushes, all those little tiny things. And there's a lot of caveats on top of that. So first, you should do a class. I'm like, no. People just listen. There's a never ending questions, because I still have questions. I still have questions about a lot of things. Oh, and that Cyberpunk Porsche is in the buy it now. I did put a bunch of new things in there the other day, but somebody was asking me for the Cyberpunk Porsche. I only have one. It's in the buy it now. I have the Mustang with the fun hauler, and if you guys didn't open them, check them out. Right, the fun hauler is really cool. I like to do reviews on cars and stuff like that. Did you guys know? And it comes down. That's that fun hauler for that Mustang, and I'm pretty sure the Nissan one does that. But it only has one rivet to hold it all together. One ring to hold them. One ring to bind them. All right. You're nerding out, zombie. But yeah, this one came with the Mustang, the fun haver, right? That'd be fun. But sometimes these are not clear coated on there. So on your premiums, the cars are clear, so you're not going to be able to take tampos off. But on the transports, sometimes you can take that off with 100% acetone if you don't want that there. I took it off of the Porsche hauler, that Porsche hauler that looked like a Golf. Yeah, no, it is a Golf hauler, but the one boxy one that looks like a U-Haul truck. So it said Golf, but I was able to take it off with 100% acetone. Just a quick swipe, 100% acetone, and there you go. But yeah, sometimes you don't open it, you'll never know. You'll never know that it comes out like that. But the Nissan flatbed is exactly like that. So I'm pretty sure that does the same exact one. I thought it was different. And I thought, hey, some of them have rivets and some of them have no rivets. So that one has a rivet. Be careful, because if you're trying to take that thing apart and you screw it up and you can't get the screw back in, you're going to have a world of hurt on you. There's different types of things you can do to fix it with soldering irons and all sorts of things, but that's just going to another realm of going down the rabbit hole with zombie. But I also like to sculpt things. So if you want like those bigger, wider bodies, and you want those big round wheel wells and stuff, those big exaggerated ones, you can do that. There's a bunch of different things you can use. Like, say you want to, like something like, well, maybe something thicker than that. You're just gonna have to find something and use it, or unless you just do freehand. But the freehand sometimes just mess up, or you might want to like a little tube, like a little worm, and then put it on there. Just make sure you sand the body first, degrease it, and then add it on there, and then go to town, man. Just have fun with it. There's no way to teach you guys how to do that. That's a how to. It's like you gotta kind of teach yourself and perfect it. And that nothing's ever super perfect, even though I want it to be, but I try to get it as perfect as I can as possible. Anyhow, what's up, Clements? What's up, everybody? Good morning. I just talk about customs and customizing, and I went through a whole spiel of paints and painting and degreasers and stuff you could use to put on tampos. And just because you put tampos on it, you absolutely need to put a sealer on that, because I show people what it looks like when you don't. You can see all the cut places, or they didn't do it. So also make sure when you are using your tampos and stuff, make sure you try to round out the edges so it's not such a hard line. If you can. I mean, some people, you can, but sometimes you forget. That's all right. We all make mistakes. But if you use that K2, 2K, whatever, clear, and I have a couple rattle cans of it. I will not get the 2-parters, because I will not keep that in my house or in the garage or in my basement. So that's like the only rattle cans I use. They make rattle cans, but they're expensive. Like the enamels and everything like that. Testers. Thinking like Tesla and testers. But yeah, they also have enamels and stuff, but they're expensive. Like everything gets so pricey. Pricey. Just like wheels. Wheels get pricey, and it adds up. But yeah, you get a beautiful finished product when you're done. I'm proud of my work. It took a long time to get there, and I build every day. Trust me, I build every day. As Bird, have I took one day off from not customizing? No, I haven't. I do this 365, 7 days a week, okay? And yeah, we argue about Diecast all the time, because he wants to keep a lot of the stuff. I'm like, hey, easy, Tiger. Easy, take it easy. Look at that. She's so pretty. Corvette. Okay. Probably like, please put I'm going to buy something already. There you have those Lambos. How about those Lambos up there? Those are all one of ones. Let me show you. The blue one, the yellow one, and the pink one. So these, the blue one and the pink one, are the same casting. This one is from 1997, and yeah, all of them glow. The bodies glow. Interior's done. Tail lights glow on these 2 cars, and I painted on the tail lights on that one. I'm sorry it's so far away. But yeah, see, you have to have little tiny paint brushes to paint those little tiny things and the interiors. But check it out. Look how bright this fucker is. Woo! Bright. She's oh so bright. But these are the 3 Lambos, and like I said, I want to do it. I forgot what color I was saying. I want to do a matte black Lambo, because I did make some a batch of this that sticks to the cars. Okay, there it is, right there. It is right there. So that's ready to airbrush. And when you mix it, just wait like 10 minutes. After you're mixing the stuff, wait 10 minutes. You want all the molecular things to bond together. Because if you put it straight into your airbrush, sometimes it does not stick as well. So, wait 5 to 10 minutes. Just put it on a timer on your phone. You're going to be all right. There's nothing fast about making customs. Nothing. Anyways. Let me pull you guys back from there so you can see all 3. Or you can see all 6. All 6. Okay, and you can just pick one. Just pick one. If you want to. Alright. Those starting bids are $25. That's a great deal for those cars. That was a Ferrari. Ferrari, gasser, Lambo's at the top, okay? So you get to pick which one you want. And like I said, I do not spare on the details. Every detail. Because I am anal retentive like that. And because, I want to. It's like, I'm my own worst critic. When you think everything is like done, it's like, House of Hotties. What kind of hotties? Gasser hotties? JDM hotties? What kind of hotties? I like all the hotties. Old school hotties, new school hotties. Hypercar hotties. Or cute. Things can be cute and hot. Cute hot. Right? Cute and hot at the same time. Oh my goodness. Like, what's cute and hot at the same time? This little Porsche, she's cute and hot at the same time. With that fire flake, so kind of spicy. That dark chameleon. So hot. That is Mazda Savannah. RX-7s. I'm out of the other type of RX-7. I have a neon green Savannah. Oh my gosh. There's too many 80 songs stuck in my head. JDM cars, guys, let me know. Okay, look at that. Isn't she pretty? Taillights, exhaust, interior. Okay. Freaking dust. Lenses on there. Look at that. Lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off. I only have one. One, and that's it. I do not have the other style of Porsche. Supra. I don't. I wish I did. This is not my favorite style of Supra. I like the curvier one. The hourglass shape. This one does kind of have an hourglass shape. Not my favorite Supra out of the 3 types of Supras that I know. It's cute. She's pretty. Somebody's gonna love her more than me. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's gonna love her a little more than me. But I did have fun. She has a nice clear coat on her. The lights and all the things. She's sitting pretty in Salt Lake City. That's where I am. Salt Lake City. Where's my microfiber towel? I don't know how this doggy hair gets everywhere. And it does have those lenses. You just need a UV light to light it up. Lights on, lights off. All right. It is one. And if you guys are just joining me, you missed all the info on all the things. all the things that that you might run into, some problems you might run into if you want to start doing customs. This is what I do for a living and not a hobby. But I also think do stuff. Clemens Diecast is like, heck yeah, I want that Supra. She's pretty, man, nice and clean. That blue interior and freaking A. Let me grab some bubble wrap. Thank you, Clements. I need more Supras, more everything. Hondas. I do not have all the Hondas in the world. You guys think, some of y'all think I do. I do not. They're becoming harder and harder to find. And everybody wants Kato houses. I want Kato houses. But listen, I don't, they're expensive. But, you don't have to customize them if you don't want to. I don't have to customize the Kato houses. Because I buy the ones I want. I don't want all of them. I just want the ones I want. Now they're coming out with the Silverados and stuff. I have one. If they come out with like a Simpsons color pink one, I want that one. Thank you, Clements. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let me put, where am I post? Lord, could you buy me a Mercedes Benz and take away my hay fever? Oh my goodness. I swear, I had my poster just right here. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, there they are. They're all hiding. They're like, no. But I'll get these out tomorrow. There you go. Nice. Very nice. Just make sure I ran out of little tiny little boxes. Little ticky-tacky. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. But everybody who bought yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday. Wait, no, or the day before yesterday. Everything is out and about. Went out this morning. Yeah, yesterday. I just had a short show. So she's all gussied up. Let me put her in a box for you, friends. All right. And I'll get her out tomorrow. This sun will come out tomorrow, hopefully. It is a little bit sunny outside today. It's not dreary and awful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your Zombie girl is the big 4-5 today. She's the big 4-5, but I still feel like I'm 26. Oh, yeah. It's gonna, just having a fun time, just taking my time, building stuff, showing you guys like how to take the cars out of the blisters, drill them. Some people are like, how dare you, zombie? Stop it right now. No. My answer is no. But check it. Here's one I'm going to customize, that Johnny Lightning. I like those old army cars, man. Army cars, trucks, tanks, Hummers, all the things. Helicopters, airplanes, dogfighters. You guys know. Or maybe you don't. I like them all. There's too much to like, man. There is that EG. I need to get another microfiber cloth. The lights interior is done. Side mirrors, hand painted. It does, and chrome on the other side. If you shrunk yourself down, all teeny weeny, and the interior is done. See it. If you don't pay those little tiny details, if you look at it straight on, it's like staring into the abyssal plane of nothing. But the headlights light up. Paint those taillights, paint that exhaust, and those interiors, and it has that fire flakes. Look at that. She's so pretty on those black with red Real Riders, baby. Only have one. So I don't know what color I'm gonna do mine. I have one for me, don't worry. I have I have one for me. Ricky's like, I want that car. She's so pretty. She is pretty. I don't have, I think I have that one. I don't think I have any more. I need EK9s, EGs, EF, CRX, 1988 and 85. Thank you so much, Ricky. You said find me by my mind. All right, let me grab some bubble wrap. Finally, this girl. Bringing out the hot stuff. But you guys know, it's like usually when I'm doing this, I also wrap it so because I don't take all this time for them to get all scratched up. Oh no, I'm not gonna throw in no plastic bag either. And a wrapper, I'm gonna double wrap. Little stinkers. Hey, but I want to get them to you safe and sound, because I'd be devastated. You know, it's like you spend all this money on something really pretty, and it gets chipped in the mail because you put it in a bag and that just threw it in there with nothing else. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me why people would do that or put it in a what do you call it? A padded envelope. Okay, don't do that unless you have it like bubble wrapped to the teeth. Okay, so, and of course I'm gonna put more bubble wrap in your box. That's just how I roll, man. Ladies and gentlemen. So don't worry. Even I've got cars that came in boxes that look like accordions. It has happened. It has happened. But the cars are okay. I could care less about the card. Everybody's, is blister okay? And I was like, who cares? You're worrying about the wrong thing. That's all you the wrong thing. That's just crazy. It's wild. It's wild to me. They're like, they don't ask if the car's okay. Is the card and blister okay? I was like, are you serious right now? Get out of here. Get out of here. 1988 CRX. Look at that. She's so pretty. Interior painting. Ooh, let's see. 1988 CRX. She's cute. My friend Trevor in high school had this car, but it was like blue, silver with the black, and it had the original, stripes and stuff on it. It was like that baby blue or like a light blue. It's too bad they stopped making them because they're cool. They are cool. Money's collections. 1988 CRX. Beep, beep, beep. I don't have that many Hondas yet. I'm working on some. Like I said, we're working on that hot pink one. It just needs a couple coats of clear. I don't know. And then I took that red interior out of that thing. And plus, we also want to put a clear on top of that. You want to keep that gold. And listen, there's several types of gold. You got rose gold. You got that bright gold. You got the chocolate gold. Yeah. There's so many different types of gold. Rose, yeah. So I have a fox body I'm doing in rose gold, but it don't have the wheels. The wheels are bane of my existence. All right. How about a pink Lambo? At my Hello Kitty EK9 sold. She's sold, man. So sorry. It's like when they go, they go. I don't hold them. It's so hot. It's white hot. Pink. And it does have those taillights. Ooh, it does have those taillights. And all those little tiny details. I don't need to go somewhere nice for dinner. Just buy me chocolates and Diecast, and I'm a happy girl. Some chocolates and Diecast. Or tools. I like tools. I know, I'm not your average girl. Thank you so much. You know, I'm like, my body's high maintenance, but me as a person, I'm not high maintenance. I just need what I need, and that's all. Just all these stinky bills. And it's the first, so thank you guys so much for hanging out, buying my customs. I very much appreciate it. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate y'all coming, hanging out. I got raid you guys sometimes. I like to see y'all's work too, or if you're selling stuff, that's awesome. If I have the money, I'll buy it. I do have I don't have your stickers. I do have a board over there. I need to find a place to put it. Maybe up there. I put all my friends on, all the sellers, all the buyers, all the customizers, everybody who does art, artsy fartsy stuff without the fartsy, just the artsy. All right. Thank you so much, Clemens. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Heck yeah, I appreciate you. And sometimes you guys just have me in the background, like YouTube. Like YouTube, BoobTube, just hear me talk about ranting and raving about all sorts of weird things. Weird and beautiful, fun things. Here's the blue one. And I just, look, this is just Loctite, Fun-Tite stuff you can get in the office section at any Walmart. Oh my gosh. So, I have a story for you. It's not my story, somebody else's story, but I saw the story. So this lady, she went to Walmart. Okay, that's the Loctite. She's not rolling off into the abyssal plane. But let me show you. So, taillights. And she does glow, okay? Interior hand painted. All the things. That pretty blue, matte blue. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous, baby. And these Lambos do come in a case. But don't worry, I do bubble wrap them inside there. And I wrap up the cases also. So, the Walmart thing. So, now they're taking out the self-checkouts. That's fine by me. But this lady went into Walmart and she was schlepping it, she was wearing house slippers and, just, she was not dressed to impress, let's say that. She was wearing pretty much pajamas. And Walmart, the people at Walmart kicked her out. I was like, what? It's wild. I was like, what? Are you serious right now? Crazy, right? It has that oil slick top. Look at that. Or kind of like a galaxy, or if you see the oil slick, when oil pretty iridescence, it's water after it rains. I don't know. I just remember this from my childhood. You go outside and you look at the puddles and stuff and you see where the oil's gone and it's pretty. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Maybe I'm just weird like that. That's me though. Weird old zombie, just being all weird. But you can see beauty in everything. Even an oil spill, a little bit of oil spill, okay? I mean, nobody likes oil leaks on their cars. It's a pain in the ass. Get the undercarriage of your car all dirty. Nobody wants that. Oh my god, it's already 12:25. Been talking y'all's ears off. Headlights, pipes, Look at that. Nova Gasser. She's so pretty. I don't have any. Mr. Marcos bought my Bel Air Gasser. Like those Bel Air Gassers, they go quick, man. Nova Gassers too. All the Gassers. So much fun. But you can see through that purple windshield. Interior is painted because it glows, baby. She glows on those old school wheels, man. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta get some pretty wheels for my pretty cars. Okay. Just, they're expensive. Like $3, $4, $5 adds up. Times all the cars. Like, I don't even want to think about it. I have like maybe 200 cars that need wheels, but not just, some need little tiny baby wheels, some not, some need, big chunky wheels. Like Unimogs need big chunky wheels. Your Mazda AutoZam needs chunky wheels. I mean, you can use just truck wheels because the little tiny skinny wheels are not doing it for me. But those are those have big fat axles, so yeah, you'll have to bore out the part that the axle sits in. Because just truck wheels, and listen, when you're taking off just truck wheels off of the axle, it does have some, oh my gosh, my words are eluding me today, some threading. Okay, they have threading. So unthread it as much as you can and then pull it out. You need to have a little bit of like upper arm strength, some muscles. Do them push-ups. Yeah, they're a pain in the ass to get apart. They are fucking a pain in the gosh darn butt. And also, the axle is very thick. But I put those on the AutoZam and they look great. Because that's a Mazda monster truck. But those wheels are tall, if you guys didn't see them. If you don't have one. It's a Legends car from this year. It's a Legends car from this year. Let's see. What do you guys want? What you really, really want? Chevy Stepside. Purple. She's shiny. She's purple. She's pretty. She has that pretty grill. All sorts of things and a little bit of interior paint. Okay. Not a lot. Blacked out wheels. Heck yeah. That's the only Chevy Stepside I have today. I'm working on other ones. I just have to, I might paint today. I don't know. We'll see. There's no hard set rules today. No hard set rules. But yeah, if you see that line, just know it's a reflection. That's how shiny they are. It reflects the. You're like, what is that? Scratches? No, it's just the reflection of the stand. As the purple Stepside. Check it out. This one is a 19. I think it's 86. 1986. I mean, 96, 80. I can't see. Jiminy Christmas. 86. I was like, I knew it was 86, 96. That Monte. All right. The Monte Carlo. Look at that. All right. Bird put the wheels on there. I painted the interior. It was awful. It was so bad. The interior was like that flesh colored interior. Oh, heck no. You can see all the interior is no more flesh. It was like skin color. It was gross. All those little details painted in the lights. And the seat belts. And if you guys can see that. Seat belts. 1986. Monte Carlo is the only one I have. Okay. It's the only one. Get it. Yeah, people ask for these all the time. It's like, okay, there you go. Some of the hardest castings to find anyways. The casting by itself is like $10. But Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, please do check out the bin if you are looking for premiums and all those other things. Look at that thing. She's hot. What a hot car. And it has a nice, super clear coat on it. So those tampos aren't going anywhere. But, sometimes I take Bird's Customs because they're just, he does wheel swaps. I do all the things. I have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? We're not going to have a discussion about it. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, baby. There's that Type R, right? Type R. RR. Do I sound like a pirate? Type R with red real right, that blacked out wing. Those side mirrors even chromed out back, all the things. All right. And those lights. Beep, 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 beep. I mean, I don't have a light bar across the top, but that's okay. Don't need one. So, I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. I need to take my meds. No wonder I'm all bopping around the place. Like, what is wrong with you, zombie? I'm always bopping around the place, but sometimes a little more than others. I don't know. Abandoned Regal. Ooh, sad. I like listening to like philosophy and good movies with good rhetoric and like stuff on cars. I like to listen to a lot of weird things. Something in the background. I always have something on in the background. No type R. Fine. That's all right. Where did I put it? How about a custom super? This one is a treasure hunt I made into a super. And yeah, it does have lights that glow in the black light. And the base used to be poo-poo brown. You see that? It used to be brown. Gross. It looks too much like Dookie. I don't like it. But yeah, see, it does have that treasure hunt. I made it into a super. One, I showed you guys how to take it out. And it does come in that nozzling case. Keep her safe in a nozzling case. Why not? There you go. She's super duper. That's how they get people to fight against each other, right? Because some people are passionate about their cars. I mean, so passionate. If there's one treasure hunt, both people have it in each hand. It's like you fighting over. I was like, just take it easy. If you want it that bad, go for it, man. I could just make you one. I could just make your treasure hunt into a super treasure hunt, right? Because the super treasure hunt has the real riders on it, baby. But they're not always pretty real riders. Sometimes they're janky. Yeah, they are. They're silly janky. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't. I don't like it at all. Let's see. What else do I have under here? I have some cars. Let's see. I have a couple I have 3 main lines Porsches. I don't have that many main lines to sell, okay? Or mediums. But I'll put some up. Hang on, let me change this right quick. $3 starts, but I only have one, okay? So I only have one, so you guys can fight over it all you want, sees. All I'll start out with the Diecast on. No, we'll start out with that one. $3 starts. I have one. There you go. 2023. Really nice to have. It has decent wheels. Put better wheels on it though. Paint those interiors. Paint the lights. I do have a bunch of main lights in the back now. I don't know if I have. I think I have this one. There's JDM in there. I don't have any more Black Liberty walks. I'm sorry. I don't. I'll just take one of my gold ones and paint it black. Ooh, maybe that. Maybe I do one of those in matte black. Maybe hot. Hot seas. There's that Audi. No tail lights, no interior, but very cool. She's cool. I love Audis. I love them. I love them a lot. I think they're awesome. I like the German cars. What can I say? And most of my exes are German. Is that weird? I don't know. Like German cars, German boyfriends. Ex-husband's like half German, half English. I don't care. If you have a good mind and good on. When I met him, he was nice ex-husband. I'm not that type of girl. Like, I don't think I can get married again. I'm old. It's like, we could be together. We just don't need to have all this paperwork. We don't need all the paperwork. I tell you what. We don't, though. So it makes life easier if you want to break up. You don't have to go through all the hassles of hating each other. Some of y'all been through divorce. It's not pretty. Even if you don't have kids, it's still not pretty. I want to strangle that MFR. I sure did. I wanted to kill him. If somebody brings their lover into your house, right? Cheater? I'm not a cheater. He's the cheater. I love that one. This Jeep, right? 57 Jeep. Chonky. I have one. It's awesome. I put a pink iridescence over that blue. It's lovely. It's lovely. I love it. I like those Jeeps. The Jeep Gladiators. Anything Jeepsy. Anything Jeep. I like it. I don't care what anyone says. It's my car. I can do whatever I want. Chop it up. Paint the interior. Put some chonky wheels on. I like it. Even the squishies. Even the squishy cars, right? That one's fun. Take it out, roll it around, put some Real Riders on it. They do make Real Riders on Mattel Creations that fit these chonky monkeys. All right. Dang. All right. Ooh, that Porsche 935. Porsche 935. She's so pretty. You guys know how I feel about my Porsches, all right? That you guys have one. And you guys can put all the things on her. I do have gold Real Riders, but not wide spokes. These ones are 6 spokes. These are wide 5 spokes, but they fit. They look good. I need to order wheels. Really? Did you know there's a few types of the 935s? One has the hatch. This one has the hatch. One does not. And I think I'm all out of the maybe I have one. It might be, if it's in the buy it now, it is the orange Best Buy exclusive Porsche 935. Here's that 1971 Porsche 911. Heck yeah. And, she has some decent wheels. Headlights. No taillights, though, but that thing's hot. I mean, I love me all my Porsches, okay? I have so many. That's just a tiny amount of Porsches. I have Porsches all over. Look, I have Porsches all over. But I did paint the interior. Not too many distracting things. Sometimes they're slathered in tampos. Sometimes they look good. You just need to add a little bit more. Like, so that where the orange is, that's part of the windshield. Just FYI, if you didn't know, now you know. I put screws in mine, but this one's mine, so I could just put screws in it. You could put screws in it and paint the interior and then screw it back together. But I showed you guys how to drill it earlier. So, and how to take it out. Take it out. Porsche 911. In my Porsche 911, zoom, zoom. As a rad ass body. One thing I have a big problem with is finding the castings. I really like the way they did the headlights. I like the X'd out headlights. Like they've been knocked out like the old school cartoons. Okay. So, these are the metal on metal hot wagons. I only have 3 of the 5. Don't be mad. That's all I got, okay? Calm down. These are like the old blue cards. I showed you mine, didn't I? Maybe, baby. But yeah. So, I put headlights on mine. The interior is all black. But, paint those little tiny things because it's the same as this one with all the things in the back. It has those things back there. They are all die-cast on die-cast. Those are like $5 cards. I'm putting them up for 3. And I only have 1. These are the only ones I have to sell. The other ones are in the buy now. I have to sell. These ones I was going to customize anyways, but if nobody doesn't buy them, then I'll customize them. Yeah, metal on metal. These are heavy. They're nice and heavy. They're nice and heavy, you know what I'm saying? Nice and heavy. That is that Chevy Nova wagon. You can make her low. It does have some nubbins. It has those nubbins on it. You have to shave them down. But you see how they have staggered wheels? You don't have to have them staggered. So if you put a smaller wheel on the back, you do have to grind that metal down. And I really don't need to move the axle. Because if you put, because it's staggered. So that's a smaller wheel than the back. If you just put a smaller wheel in the back, it lowers it. It runs pretty low anyways. So just FYI. And look, the one with the red doggy with the red interior. Help me, Jesus. It's the GTO. Custom GTO wagon. Is a 2-door wagon with a doggy wagging his tail. It's a red dog. Like a hot dog. Hot diggity dog. GTO 2-door wagon. When's the last time you seen a 2-door wagon? Like an old school one. I don't remember ever seeing a 2-door wagon. Like, that's 4 doors. 2 doors. Shaggin' wagon, baby. Yes, please take out that red interior immediately, or else I will. These were cars I was going to customize anyway, so, if you guys want to start customizing too, try your hand at it. I did show you how to do it, how to take it out of the cards and everything. I did earlier. See, that one with the stupid red interior. You can take them out. Hey, if you just want to take it out, roll it about, or just take it out, drill it, paint the interior, paint the doggies. I do paint the doggies. Little tiny paintbrushes. Very cool. But yeah, these are heavy. These are all metal on metal. All of them. And the wheels aren't bad. The wheels are not bad on those ones. I do not have any Datsuns today. I'm sorry. I don't. Not ready yet anyways. We get the Audi wagon. Check that bitch out. She's low too. I like it. Don't worry. I did a review on the whole set. They're all awesome. They're all flipping awesome. If you like wagons, these are this set is right up your alley. They're like premiums. All you have to do is put real riders on them. That's it. And then bam, there you go. You want to just do wheel swap? Fine. Just do wheel swap. That's not my problem. The Audi, so my old roommate, he wanted to buy one, and I gave him some crap about it just because I love it. Because you want to play with your friends. Sometimes you give them a little shit. It is a sexy wagon. I gave him a little crap about it because I thought it was cute and funny and cheeky. He took it the wrong way. I was like, I didn't mean like that. Don't be mad. Because I called it a grandpa car. It's not a grandpa car, but it is a grandpa car because I saw a couple grandpas driving it. But hey, I'm old enough to be a grandma, so how about that? Right? Okay. That's it. That's all I got for mainlines that I'm selling. I was going to customize them, but it's like, hey, you know what? You want to customize? I'll just customize it. It's okay. It's going to be all right. I don't have a whole bunch of mainlines to sell. They're in the Buy It Now. If you're looking for mainlines, check out the Buy It Now. If you're looking for RLCs, premiums, and all that jazz, just check out the Buy It Now. Also, Lego sets, all right? Bird's Customs, some of my customs, because I need more time. Check it out. It is the kid car, right? Well, it's good. Marcos, everything's good. Except this morning, my news would not stop running. It would not stop. It would not stop running. Heavens. But look at this one. I changed it up. That one. Look. Everybody wants that car, right? Shoot. The interior is no longer that awful flesh-colored interior. I put a nice shiny clear coat on her. Look at that. It's like you're looking at an old school magazine. It's like, damn, taillights, interior done, headlights, and that chromed out grill piece. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, I put my name on it, right? Because yeah, I had to shave down them freaking nubbins and all the things. There's that Monte Carlo. I wonder why they called it Monte. Thank you so much. Oh wait, this is not $3. Let me see. Holy moly! I was so mad at myself. That is one hard car to find. The body is hard to find. Monte Carlo. Thank you. I would like some cupcakes. I don't have any cake for my birthday, or ice cream cake, or ice cream. Oh, that sounds fabulous. Or pie. Apple pie and ice cream. Any time of day is a good day for pie and ice cream. I don't care if it's 3 a.m, 4 a.m, whenever. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As I like to do on my birthday sometimes. Marcos, he knows what's up. He knows what's fucking rad. That car is fucking rad. It's so sexy. It's so sexy. Back in the day when you were little, we saw these cars like, I don't know. It's cool, I guess. Saw the cool people with their spandex. Don't ask me if I have another one, because I don't, y'all. If you didn't bid on it, that's your own fault. I'm just saying. I love you. That thing is sick, yo. But yeah, I think I have a Holly Monte Carlo, but that one's mine. It's mine. You're like, no, Zombie, no. It's true. I don't sell all of them. I keep some. I keep them sometimes. You're like, sometimes you keep them all the times. Well, if I don't have the casting, of course I keep them. Crazy. I'm a collector too. Thank you, Marcos. I hope you are having a great Wednesday. I'll just wrap in that up for you because I am out of boxes. I need to order boxes. Boxes, tape, the smaller boxes, all sorts of shipping supplies because that does not charge with these things. They don't, but they sure do take enough tax. They sure do take enough fees out, right? Like, I thought it sold that much. I did sell that much, but fees. But that's the cost of convenience. Marco's got that beautiful car. Oh boy. I don't have any more Monties. That's it. And they're going out tomorrow, just like the sun's coming out tomorrow. Let's see. I don't know. I got so many things to work on. I don't know. Ooh, good. That's great. It's good to work hard on that hump day. The hump day hard. It's a hard day. Wednesday. It's like you can look at it one of two ways. Half glass empty, half glass full. I'm a half glass full kind of gal, But I did manage to get another Infinity. It's not ready. I think it's a red one. Those red Infinities, it's like your coffee cups in the way, zombie. Jeez. I got another red Infinity. Those are some big chunky ass wheels. Those are 3D printed wheels, so not very good for rolling around on your desk. Okay, just put in a case. Just for future reference. I do have another one. I will be customizing it. It's gonna look sick AF. I'm just saying. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I was gonna do a long stream today. I don't know. I might want to check it out outside. Check it out outside, check it out. Here, let's see. Let's do one of Bird's customs. All right. That's Bird's custom. Not zombie, Bird's. But he hasn't signed it. It's okay. Did he paint the interior? I don't know. No, he did not. But he did all the things. All right, all the little details, except no exhaust. So if you guys want to, you can paint the interior. He just wheel swapped it and did some things to the body. Some people don't paint the interiors. I have to. That's just one of the things I have to do. Okay, that's it. Heck yeah. This is Big Bird's custom, not zombie. Man, if it stays on my desk, I'm gonna unscrew it and paint the interior. And usually I don't touch people's stuff, but sometimes you just have to step in. And plus, you didn't sign it or seal it. I don't know. It is a Supreme EK9 with those pretty real riders, man. I know you guys want those headlights to glow. I know. I'll tell him. Like, guys, why you gotta be like that? Because I am like that, baby. I gotta be like that because I'm the only one I could be. I'm not trying to be nobody else. All right? If you just want to be a wheel swapper, that's fine. But I want to have a car like no one else has. Like no one else. But look, check out the Chevy Lover. It's almost done. I just need to get. I'm on the hunt for wheels, not just any wheels. Good wheels. Good Wheels is a brand. Or I might be crazy. But this one does glow in the black light. I don't know. Check it out. Even the seat belts. As the Mazda Savannah. It's like I should probably shine a light on it. That is zombie paint. Okay. I do mix my own paints, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes there's paint I really want to make. So this car, all these cars, all that fluorescence, all the fluorescents are mixed paints. And I only have like just a jar. So it certainly is truly custom paint. Even the custom paint is custom, right? Just saying. Here's the diecast. There is that 61, that pretty 61 Impala. Holla for you, Impala. Oh, and if you guys are just joining, I did find a car to make my Simpsons car. Because I made like an Aston Martin that looks like a Volkswagen Fastback. All right, like that Simpsons pink. That pink. Just like the Cato house. The Cato house is a little bit lighter, you know. It has that metallic pink, but that's that Simpsons pink. And I do have the Simpsons car. And yeah, the car was janky. I took it out. I put rear riders on it, painted the interior. That little cute car, that casting by itself, that Simpsons car, the pink one with the fender bender that has a dent in it. That car right now, at least $20. At least. And that's just nothing done to it. Just that little cute freaking car. So guess what? I'm going to use that car and make a little cute Simpsons car. Simpsons. It's a Volvo. I was like, I don't know what kind of car they have, but that's certainly the shape. I was going to use this one, but this one looks more Simpsons-like. Don't you think? I think so. But you're like, where's all the insert? Where's all the interior? Don't worry. Some of it is, like, I got to degrease the interior. There's the windshield. Here's the car, since I'm not throwing anything into chemicals right now. They're just sitting on my desk. So interiors need to be, I just put them in there, and then I'll throw them into some warm soapy water. Just like warm dish soapy water. Put them on a, microfiber cloth to dry. And if you do have adhesion issues, just use a little bit of plastic adhesion spray. That's what it's called. I mean, nothing fancy. It's called plastic adhesion spray. And listen, you don't have to douse the whole thing. You don't have to hydro dip the whole thing. You just a tiny, and that's it. Just spray the inside if you want to paint those interiors and stuff. You just need it. That's it. So that will last you a long time, okay? Because that's not a lot. That's not just a quick, and there you go. That's it. Just let it dry. But yeah, and if you still have adhesion issues after that, oh no, did I put them away? I may have put them away. So they have these paint markers. I highly suggest not using them because they're made for marking engines. And they do they drive super fast. You do not want to put the tip of those on your car because they do leak fast. I call those the last resort paints. They're engine block paints, that's what they are. But they come in a pen. But don't use a pen. Get a little plastic thing, a little plastic cup or something, and just put some in that cup and use your tiny paintbrush and just go on. Just go. But you have to be able to paint quicker. So, when I use those paints, I tape stuff off, frog tape. And you never go wrong with frog tape or good pinstriping tape. If you need to paint the outsides of your cars, and you don't have, paints are not setting right, or you don't have decals and stuff, just take a picture, Google it what the taillights look like, so you can make, you can paint them as they look. So just a little FYI, Okay, let's see. I don't have that many cars today. I just have what's on my table. I gotta wake up. I do have my coffee. I've not been drinking. I need to take my meds. There's a Nissan Z. Look at that. Shoot. She's pretty, man. Just know the premium is the same as the main line. It does have the plastic rivet in the back. Okay, if you are wanting to open this car, do not drill through the plastic rivet in the back. I was like, because Bird gave me one. He's like, here, I know it's your favorite color. That is my favorite color, by the way. It is. I think I have it close by. I thought I had it close by. Dang. I'll show you if I. It should be right here. It should be, but it's not. Where did I put it? Is it? Is it you? No, it's not. I have a lot of cars. A lot. And that's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to have a lot of cars. You just have to know where they are. That's all. If you want to show the people, it's like, where's your cars, girl? Somewhere. All right. They're somewhere. It's somewhere. I thought I had it like right here. I guess not. I'm sorry. I'll show you because the premium looks like this, but it does have some tampos on it and stuff like that. Decals. The base is metal, of course, but that back rivet is plastic. That's what I was meaning to say. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have to take my meds. I gotta find some day clothes. I know I have some around this house somewhere. Because it's super bright outside. I want to take my dog outside. So I think you learned the hard way. Oh boy. Oh no, that's not good. That's why I say just take that rivet off, right? Just because you never know. Sometimes those plastic rivets look like metal, and you drill right, man. Too much pressure. Just drill straight through that son of a gun. Holy moly! You can fix it though. You can fix it. Yeah, you can. Let me tell you how you can. Just get a tiny bit. Listen, you can. They make nail UV light resin, the cosmetics section. All right, some come in like a squeezy bottle, like Kiss makes it, and you can fill it in. I mean, take it off the car. You can fill it in from the bottom or the top, whatever. But you're also gonna have to wet sand the shit out of it. So it's nice, like you're gonna have to wet sand the crap out of the whole thing, whole plastic, not just that one part, but the whole thing. And then you can hit it with that UVLS cloth and restore it. It will take you a good long chunk of the time. Just saying. It can be done. I restore cars. There's an Evo I'm going to restore. I wanted, like, somebody painted it like silver, but it was all yellow. Actually, it was all yellow. I just wanted to see. So I took some paint remover to it. But yeah, that whole thing's going into chemicals because I'm going to repaint it. That's an Evo, and I have all the pieces and parts. I got it from Trigger, and I don't care if it's all trashed out. It's mine. I can do whatever I want. Listen, if you can fix it, fix it. Because I don't come across Evos that often, and it comes with all the pieces and parts, all of them intact. Steering wheel and interior is all done up anyway. So I pretty much had to restore the body. I'm going to fill where the wing was. I'm going to fill that spot in. It's, I do my own customs on my own time, and I do everybody else's first. But yeah, it's a passion project. It's fun. I like to, like I said, I like to restore old toys, even if they look like they are broken and all the things. Like, just throw them in the trash. No. I'm a person that likes to tinker. So, did I run this? There you go. But yeah, and I collect everything. Like, I collect M2s and Kato houses and era cars and all, all the things. Jada, big ones, small ones, medium. I like RLCs too. And I do have some RLCs in the butt now, some older ones, old school muscle ones. Heck, trust me. I want to keep it. I want to open it. I do have like a Suburban RLC open. It's in my office. It's not for sale. All right. Remember when it was called a Z Proto? That you see I paint the interior? Even if it's blacked out, I'll still paint it. Or sometimes it's like this lens is very dark. It doesn't mean it's blacked out. But if it's truly blacked out, it's probably missing. And this is what they do. This is how they cheap you out. They black it out. They don't put interior in it. It's true. Even the Cadillac one. All right, the Cadillac one. If you guys don't know what the Cadillac one is a limousine. Limousine. That Cadillac one, I have two of them. I have the black one and the white one, and both of them don't have interior. I was like, say what? All right. I mean, I like to collect those old school limousines. I know they're atrocious, but they're hilarious and funny and makes them cute. And I like things that are cute and funny. Because back in the day, man, not so much anymore. Like, if somebody picked you up in a limousine, you're importante. I remember my neighbor across the street when I was little. He would always get like a limo to pick him up and bring him to the airport, like he's Mr. Fancy Pants. He wasn't, though. I was like, why is the limo picking him up? It's like, we're middle class. It might be something he wasn't. To find out he was cheating on he was cheating on his wife, and he wanted to be all Mr. Fancy Pants. But he would be mowing his lawn at 3:00 in the morning. Freaking weirdo. And just humming, like really loud, like so loud it woke my ass up. And and I had insomnia at 10, waking my young ass up if I fell asleep. Shoot. I'm just saying he did. Yes, he did. It's annoying. There you go, that Ferrari, baby. Look at that lowrider. Oh boy. I'm so excited. I love naked running stuff. Pretty lowriders, y'all. I need to get more. Like, I have a Fairlane and a Fairlane wagon. When's the last time you guys saw a Fairlane wagon? I like them. My friend had a Fairlane. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Don't make me cry. I appreciate you guys. Heck yeah. No doubt. Zombies turning the big 4-5. Actually, I'm 26 all over again. Every year is just 26. I don't feel I don't feel 45. I refuse to be 45. I refuse to be in my 40s. But I don't have no kids and stuff. My sister has 4 kids, but she looks young too. She's 50. She's gonna be 51. She's gonna yell at me. It's like, why you tell me my age? Because you're gorgeous and you know it. It's like, time was good to you. And, my sister's super sweet. It's like, people that are super nice usually age well, like a fine wine. Or you surround yourself with things that are fun, that keep you young, you age well, right? People that have all this craziness in their lives, they don't age well. I'm like, oh my God. What happened? oh, time happened. Like, yee. I'm sorry. Not really, because usually they were the ones that were freaking bullies. I'm like, I'm not sorry. I'm not really sorry. Just being nice. But what do they say? Kill them with that kindness, baby. I'm just saying, you can kill them with the freaking kindness. It's like you not. I know you're not like me as your friend. I know you want to be friends with me. You want to befriend me because I'm a lifer, man. I don't just like skip out when the shit hits the wall. Like I don't just bow out and say see ya. No, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there when you're crying. When you ugly person cry, I do too. All right. You don't have to. I don't. I'll just sit there. You don't want to talk about it, I'll just be the one that just sits beside you. Make sure you eat. It's true. Sometimes you don't need somebody telling you all the things to do. Sometimes you just need them to just shut up and sit there. Right? I'm just saying. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. Just, or, so if you need to vent, listen, sometimes you need a vent. Porsche. She's so cute. What am I going on about? I don't know. Just friendships. Friends, age, birthdays. That's what I'm going on about. Just everything. A little bit of everything. We did a whole map. I did like all sorts of stuff. Went down the rabbit hole of paints, airbrush tools, drilling things. It was a cavalcade of fun. I showed you guys. You can paint that red interior. No more red interior. Oh no. Stuff I'm working on. I need to find more Evos. I don't need to. I would like to have more. It's like it's not on my top priority list, even though it's one of the top cars that people want. Those hard to find castings. They go for a premium, and I'm not. If I have to spend a premium price on it, it's going to sell for a premium price, okay? Because if I do all sorts of things to it, it takes time. I showed you guys a little bit of the ugly side, the not so pretty side of doing customs, from different paints, and talk about paints and wheels and staggered wheels. And, if you want to camber those wheels out and the wheels are too wide, different types of wheels, not only wheels that are like this, but M2 wheels as well. You can use them. You can use M2 wheels on your Hot Wheels. You just have to make sure you bore it out first. And if you're trying to make it a lowrider, and I know you can use these and you can camber them out. I know. I mean, they have cooler ones than that. And now I do not have a 3D printer, but you can camber those out easier because they're thinner. Just saying. Sometimes there's not enough space in the base of the cars to camber out those wheels so they stick out. You guys know how people like them at a slant? I don't. I like them low. I like them low, not at a slant. Anyhow, I'm going to work on some stuff. I got to let my dog out. I got to take my meds, eat some lunchies, work on these trucks. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have more trucks and stuff today. I finally got some gosh darn sleep. But yeah, these are M2 trucks. I have that one, and I have a few of them. Just know where those axles are sitting, that when she sits on wheels, it's gonna be high. So you got to change it where it's gonna be. Just saying, if you're trying to make these M2 cars, trucks, and stuff lower, you're gonna have to figure it out. I can't tell you exactly where I don't know what kind of wheels you're going to put on them. Just know you only have so much. So if you have a big fat wheel, all right, you're going to have to cut some stuff. Just know this piece right here is plastic. It can pop off. I'm not going to take it off. But yeah, this one too. This part right here, plastic. It's weird. Not all of them, just some of them. But that GMC and this one, yeah, this one is, yeah, that's plastic. But yeah, you might have to drill another hole in it. Just make sure you drill both of them at the same height, or it's going to be off kilter and just bouncing around in the back. Be careful. It, just because you took out the wheels doesn't mean it's going to be low when you put them wheels back on it. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I'm going to go for a little bit, but I might do another pop-up later. I'm going to finish some cars and stuff like that. But guys, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I love you guys so much. You have no idea. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to wrap all the everybody stuff. Check out the Buy It Now. I have all sorts of fun things in there. If you like Legos. I like Legos. I like Legos. I gotta paint those interiors, man. So I can have more Hondas for you. Because red interior just will not do. It just grosses me out, freaks me out, man. But look, pretty Lotus. What is that in there? What is that? Velvet? I don't know. It's a piece of dirt. I don't know. Bird got me some Lotuses. There. I mean, I don't care for that stripe. I don't care. But actually, those wheels fit on there. They're just not real riders. But I'm not gonna take them out quite yet. Just number one, I don't have the real riders to put on them. Number two, I don't know where I'm gonna put them in my cavalcade of cars. But don't worry, I'm going to order some wheels sooner than later. And then that one, it's very, I don't know. It has no headlights. It has taillights. It has no interiors, and maybe I'll camber out the wheels on that one. Paint the interior. Definitely put some headlights on that thing. Gosh darn it! I hate it when they don't do this. I don't like it. That's the only Integra I have, y'all. But it's not for. I'm gonna customize it. All right, calm down. Calm down. It's just gonna be customized. And I got some lowriders also to do. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I might do a pop-up later with Bird, maybe. Well, we shall see. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the happy birthday well wishes. I love y'all. And I'll probably be back later. I want to eat some ice cream. All right, you guys have a good one. Now let's send you off somewhere fun. I love you guys. Thank you. I love you. And you guys know, I'll get your stuff ready first, and then I'll go eat ice cream. All right, let's see. What's that, you guys? Ooh, he's selling Diecast today. Vintage drop shop, baby.